guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can probably see by the title, I'm actually getting two new girls tomorrow. I'm rescuing them off of Craigslist. So basically what happened is that on Wednesday morning, someone sent me on Instagram, someone DM'd me a screenshot of a Craigslist ad for two baby female rats. And in the ad, you could see that they were living in a tiny tank, like a 10 or 20 gallon tank. And this post was also on a few people's stories, so I saw it that way too. But anyway, I saw the post a few times and I realized that the seller actually lived about an hour away from me, which I can usually never ever find Craigslist rats or like Facebook rehoming rats that are that close to me. So then I was like, maybe I could get them. However, at that point, the ad still said it was two female rats, and I did not think I could get my parents to say yes to two female rats, so I kind of just left it alone. However, then one of my friends on Instagram actually messaged this person just to inform them that they should not sell the rats to someone if they were going to keep them in the tank still, because tanks aren't appropriate for rats to live in, especially a tank that is that small. And the person actually messaged them back saying that they'd found a home for one of the rats, so only one rat was still needing to be rehomed, and that if they couldn't find a home for this rat, it was going to be sold as a feeder rat to be fed to someone's snake. So at this point, I knew that my parents would probably say yes because it was just one rat, and this rat obviously needed a home very badly. So I asked my parents and they said yes. So I kind of coordinated everything with the seller and organized to pick up the rat this Sunday. I thought everything was set, but then last night, today is Saturday by the way, so I'm getting them tomorrow. I say them because last night the seller messaged me again saying, actually I have another rat besides the original two I posted, and I'm trying to sell her as well, so would you be able to take both of them? And he also mentioned that, again, the rat would be sold as a feeder if no one took it. So this was a little bit harder to ask for from my parents, but I am getting both of the rats. They're both girls, and from the pictures, it looks like they're both standard ear, but the seller did tell me that one of them is a Dumbo, but I can't really tell, so I guess I'll just see tomorrow when I get them. The seller also said that they are both 1 to 2 months, and from the pictures they do look very small just compared to the hand in the pictures. They look pretty tiny, so these are little baby rats. Obviously they were living in a pretty small tank for, I'm assuming, the majority of their life, so I'm being optimistic, but they could very well come with some respiratory issues because rats, tanks don't have enough ventilation for their sensitive respiratory systems, so they actually do get respiratory infections a lot of the time if they're living in a tank for a while. I also have no idea how socialized they're going to be. They could very well be not nice, and they're gonna take a lot of time to tame. But Finley, this is Miss Finley. So Finley, I got her off of Craigslist a little over a year ago. She was from an oops litter that they couldn't take, but when I got her, she was very, very skittish. She did bite me pretty hard a few times, and she would also squeak whenever you touched her. So she was a pretty skittish rat, and now she's very sweet. So I'm hoping that they're pretty socialized, but if not, I'm sure I can tame them over time. But what I'm doing now is cleaning my cages for my current group, which is my girls' double critter nation and then my boys' single critter nation, I'm just doing a big deep clean of those right now because they don't smell the best right now. I need to clean them. Obviously, if you're familiar with rats, you can't just kind of put them in with your new group. You have to do this whole series of introductions. So even though they will eventually live in there with my other 4 females, I have to put them in a separate cage when I first get them tomorrow. Fortunately, ideally I would have a separate airspace to quarantine them in, but I do not, so I'm getting them as far away from my current rats as possible. These cages are in my basement, and I am putting the new girls all the way up in my room, and then I'm going to wash my hands, change clothes, whatever, between interacting with the 2 groups, just in case there would be any signs of illness with them or any viruses that they could be carrying. Again, I think that they are going to be fine. From what I've seen, they do not look like they're really sick or anything. I was going to use this cage, we're like moving some stuff around, that's why there's stuff around it. I was going to use this cage to put it in my room and kind of quarantine them up there and get them used to me before I do intros. However, now that I've been sent more pictures of them, I'm realizing they're very small, and if you can't tell, this is about 1-inch bar spacing, so the babies are actually probably going to be able to get out of there. And if you're wondering why my girls are in here, it's because I am cleaning their cage, and obviously they're really not happy about being in here. But it's only for a little bit more. So anyway, I was going to hardware cloth this cage, which I absolutely hate hardware clothing because it is horrible and it takes a really long time and something always goes wrong. But my aunt, who's giving me the hardware cloth, doesn't think there's actually enough of it to cover this cage, so she's actually giving me a little bit of a smaller cage to use, and then I'm going to hardware cloth that. Finished cleaning and redecorating both of these cages. I'm just going to be setting stuff kind of aside that I want to put in the cage for the new girls as I'm doing this. I'll film again tonight when I am hardware clothing, cleaning, and setting up the cage for my new girls. Hey guys, so it's like almost 11 now because it's taken me the entire day to do this deep cleaning, and I will be filming a cage tour for both of those cages soon, which will be posted. But anyways, I did get the cage. You can see it's not very big compared to that one over there. It's not very big, but it's very temporary. Eventually the girls will be moving in there with my other 4. Right now, I'm just gonna wipe it all out and clean it off, and then I have to deal with the hardware cloth, which I'm not looking forward to. I need to go find my wire cutters, and that's basically what I'm spending the rest of the night doing. So it's been about an hour, and I finally finished. I really hate hardware cloth, but I think it turned out okay. I even got the door to work, which was a little hard, and it's pretty late now, so I'm gonna decorate tomorrow morning. Guys, so it's the next morning now, and I'm just going to decorate the cage. and we're gonna go pick up the girls in a few hours. I just finished decorating, and I'm gonna attempt to carry this up to my room, and then I'll give you guys a tour of it. This is the spot that I cleared off to put the cage on. So here's what it looks like. And also, I'm sorry I keep turning my phone from like this to this. It's gonna be all messed up, but I forgot. But here's what it looks like, and I'll just give you guys a tour. This is a wear cage. This is not big enough for a permanent cage. I didn't enter it into the rat cage calculator or anything, but just from looking at it, it's not big enough for a permanent cage. This is only for a little bit. I also really don't like the door. Okay. So, oh, I need to trim these. So going in, I just have my normal bedding there, and then in the very back is their litter box, which is just a basket from the Dollar Tree filled with yesterday's news. And then right there is their food bowl. I usually scatter feed my rats, but since these are new, I want to keep an eye on like how much they're eating, and it's just easier to do that if it's in a bowl. So I have just some Oxbow adults in a watermelon bowl, because even though they're babies, you still want to give them the Oxbow adult formula because it's just better quality than the young rat and mouse one. And then also in the bowl, I have a little alligator whimsy. I give these to my rats all the time, so I thought I would let the new ones try it out. And then also in the very back is their water bottle, which is just one of my Choco No Trip water bottles. These are my favorite ones. And then of course is a space pod. In my experience, every single rat I've owned has loved space pods, so I thought I would put one in here, obviously. And then right here, this is a cube hammock, so they can go inside of it. My girls actually really like sleeping on top of it, which is very weird, but maybe these girls will actually go in it. Right here, still on the bottom level, if this will focus, there is this green tunnel, and it goes all the way behind the box. And then this is just a box that I got out of the trash and cut a hole in for them, and I filled it with some colorful crinkle paper bedding. I use this stuff all the time with my rats. I kind of just want them to get used to everything with this cage, so I tried to give them a lot of stuff in here. And then going from the very back all the way up to here is a Dollar Tree dog rope. I took this out of my girl's cage because the one I was going to use in here broke, as I showed you. This rope bridge going across the cage. And then the last two things, this is a double-decker hammock that I made. It's Halloween themed, but we're gonna ignore it. So the rats can sleep in there and sleep on top of there. And this is one of my rats' favorite hammocks, so I thought that the new girls would like it. And then lastly is this chew toy. This is one of my favorites, as I've mentioned before. It's from Small Pets 101's Etsy shop. And I just wanted to give them, oh, my sweatshirt got caught, something else to chew on in here. So that's it, and here's an overview I'm hoping that they like it. Again, they've been living in a tank, so all of this stuff is pretty new to them. From what I can see in the pictures, they basically just have some questionable bedding, and a water bottle and an igloo. So they should have fun, and they're also going to have so much fun when they get put into my huge double critter nation with my 4 other girls. Oh, I completely forgot. I need to get a carrier set up for them. So, going to use this one. They'll only be, hi Twitch. They're only going to be in it for a little bit, but I'm going to get that set up. So I'm leaving right now, but I just wanted to show you guys how I set up the carrier. This is the carrier. I think it's from Amazon. I just put a little fleece liner in the bottom and then a hammock. And I put some oxbow in the corner in case they're hungry. And I didn't put a water bottle because they tend to leak and that's not good. But I did put in some cucumber, which has a lot of water in it. So that's how I take care of that. So I just got home. They're still in here, and I'm gonna see what they think of this. They're super cute, and they're actually a lot friendlier than I expected. They really, really like to be held and everything, and they also seem healthy. I don't see any signs of respiratory stuff right now. And I did pick out names for them, I think. So that little one right there is Penelope, or Penny for short. And then this crazy black and white one, this is Lucy. Lucy. Hey guys, so it's been about a day since I got them, so I just thought I would end this video here. So they've settled in really, really nicely. I'm starting to see more of their personalities. This is Penny. She's pretty calm, but she really likes to she likes to play like with your hand. And then right back there, oh, now she's right here, is Lucy. And Lucy is very crazy, but then she gets super tired after she's done being crazy and she likes to cuddle. And they both really like to play with hands. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you. It's not focusing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and you will see more of them in the future, and I will be doing an introductions video. And I guess I'll just end with some cute clips I've gotten of them already.